Hi there, Chris Holbrook here. I'm going to take you on a tour of our new product, Simple Wires. Simple Wires is a web-based system design tool that produces functional block diagrams, rack layouts, and the reports that we need, like equipment lists, bills of material, and most importantly, that cable run sheet. If you've already gotten this far in Simple Wires, you've created a project and you've opened that project. When we create the project, we're going to create something called Drawing 1 for you, so you got a place to get started. Let's go ahead and open up Drawing 1 right now, which will be an empty drawing. Now, let's just say that this is going to be a functional block diagram. There's two ways I can approach this. One is to go to the functional block prototypes and to pull out a prototype block. This is just a block that's got a manufacturer name, model, sysname, or unique identifier, and then a bunch of ports that we can either add or remove or edit. If we want to add or remove ports, we right click, or on touch enabled devices, we long press. The other thing we can do to get functional blocks in the diagram is to go to the master library. Here we'll search the library for Sony products. So here's a number of products that have been returned. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull in this sound receiver. I'll pull it in as a functional block. We'll talk more about panels and racks later. There's the functional block that represents my receiver. Okay, so I've got two devices, so that means I can wire things up. To wire things in Simple Wires, first of all, we make sure that our active tool is the select tool, and then we just hover over and drag from the output to the input that we're interested in connecting. Okay, there's a simple system design. Let's go ahead and save that. And let's take a look at some of the data that we've captured. We'll go to the project data menu here, and first of all we'll open up the equipment list. Here's our unassigned or unnamed piece of equipment from our prototype that we dropped in, and then here's our named piece of equipment. Let's take a look at our bill of materials. This is going to provide us counts of the cable types, the equipment, and the connectors that are on the from side and the to side. And then let's take a look at the cables. So here's the two cables that we've drawn, showing us the drawing that they're on, the cable number, we haven't entered one yet, and all of the information that we would need to produce a cable run sheet or a cable label in our system. To number the cables, I just double click on the cable text and give it a number. Now, if I've got lots of cables, that's going to get a little tedious. So Simple Wires has the ability to number all of the cables in the drawing, or those that you haven't yet numbered. Simple Wires uses the signal type to determine the next number in the sequence. I can edit those next numbers in the signal types table here, where I can also determine the color for the signal type and some of the other properties. But here's my next cable number in each of those sequences. I can assign a cable number prefix if I wish as well. Okay, so I want to keep this short, so that's a quick look at Simple Wires. We'll talk more about rack layouts and panels and how we get into some of the nuts and bolts of this. But I wanted to show you real quick just how simple it is to put together a functional block diagram and to get the associated reports. I hope you give it a spin. Thanks for watching.